Kindie Rockstars. Prepare for a treat, let's meet and greet some bands and singers that are super sweet, making music that's fun for boys and girls. Help them learn about this great big world. Fun for the family, yes it's true, your kids will love it and you will too. Clap and dance and sing aloud, become a part of the Kindie crowd. These songs will make you move your feet and give your ears a great big treat. So settle in, grab your guitars, and let's get to know our Kindie rock stars. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kindie Rockstars. This is the show that gives you the stories behind the songs from some of the best bands and singers that are making fun, informative, educational, catchy, and occasionally silly songs for children and families. I'm your host, Patrick Adams, and each episode of Kindie Rockstars will feature an artist and a featured song. So let's get to this week's show. I am happy to have today with me from New Zealand, award-winning children's singer and songwriter Kath Bee. Welcome to the show, Kath.
Thank you, Patrick. It's awesome to be here.
All right. Tell us all about yourself and your background and your awards and all that good stuff.
Okay. Well, I've been doing children's music for 20 years, off and on. It's always been in the background, but sometimes I've done it full-time, sometimes I've done it part-time, sometimes I haven't done it at all. You know, it's been one of those roller coasters. And over that time, I have won 4 awards, I think. 3 for Best Children's Video, and 1 for Best Children's Song last year for I Love Life. And I've been a finalist in the APRA New Zealand Songwriting Children's Song of the Year as well. And 3 or 4 times in the International Songwriting Contest, I've been a finalist too. So those are the kind of awardee side. But yeah, I've toured New Zealand many, many times over the years into hundreds of schools, preschools. I've played at fairs, festivals, teddy bears, picnics, birthday parties, you know, pretty much anything.
Have you toured outside of New Zealand?
No, I have not. No.
Do you want to tour outside of New Zealand?
Probably not, actually, Patrick, because my touring days are kind of coming to an end, I think. If somebody said to me, I'll organise you a whole tour and you just turn up, yep. But I think I'm just tired of doing all the organising, doing all the travelling, doing everything myself. So yeah, my passion is songwriting. It's not so much performing. So yeah.
So going back 20 years, what made you get into Kindie music?
I did a music course here in Nelson. We had a year course at our School of Music. My daughter was 11. I was thinking, what am I going to do? And I was starting to write a couple of more adulty kind of, not adult, but, you know, songs for adults. And someone suggested I do this course. And so it was good timing. And I did the year course and I learned so much on that course. And the following year, I was asked to teach some music in a school. And to be honest, I have no qualifications and I had no idea what I was doing. But I went to the school every week and worked with like the tweens, the intermediate age kids. And we just sang kind of songs that were in then. I remember singing a Destiny's Child song and a Craig David song with them. And I sort of worked out a few chords on the piano for them. And we just had a lot of fun, really. And it came to Christmas time and we were going to put on a wee concert. And I thought, tell you what, I'll write a Christmassy song. And so that was the first time I'd written a kid's song. And it just kind of took off from there.
Very good. So the songs that we're going to be talking about, the song today is from an album called "Children Are Voices Intertwined."
Yes.
So this features children doing the vocals on the
Yes.
album. So tell me how this all came together, and how did you end up choosing your vocalists?
Yep. So last year, when we in New Zealand and pretty much the whole world went into a lockdown, um, because of COVID, sort of a month or so in, I put out on Facebook, I need some ideas to write songs. Um, but before that, I was actually no, that's sort of backwards. I was given some funding to write 10 songs from our funding body here called Creative New Zealand, and we're very lucky that our government supports the arts in that way. And so for the first time, I'd sort of been paid to be at home and write songs. It was awesome. And so then I put out on Facebook, please give me some ideas. And all the ideas came from children and their families around their feelings and thoughts about that whole being locked down with their families and being stuck at home and the uncertainty of everything and not going to school and all their fears and thoughts and things about their time. So I got all these ideas, and from those, the 10 songs on the album came. And then I knew that they had to be sung by kids because it was children giving me the ideas. It was their voices. So, yeah.
Very good. So you also have a radio show?
I do. I have a little radio show on our local community radio station called The Kids Mix with Kath Bee. And I mostly go in to the studio live on a Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. And it's self-produced. I pretty much roll with the punches, go with the flow, and kids can ring in and say hi. And I have a guess the noise segment and a joke if they sometimes they ring in and tell me a joke or a fun fact and songs and a story, and it's a good fun hour. And it's playing also now on Funky Kids Radio in Australia and in Jump 105.3 in Pittsburgh and Radio Kuchen in Switzerland, as well as places around New Zealand. So
Yeah,
it's good.
that's great. No, Jump 105.3 and Radio Kuchen also carry my Kindie Rockstar show. So
Oh, sweet.
They are a pleasure to work with.
They are, aren't they?
Yep. All right. Are you ready to get into a song?
Sure.
Today's song is called The Teddy Bear Team. Love the name of the song. Tell us what inspired this one.
Well, here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, during the lockdown last year, because people were wandering around their neighbourhoods, because that was all the places we were allowed to go, was just close to home, people started putting soft toys in the windows and in their letterboxes and on their cars if they were allowed, if they were essential workers, and in various places. And so when children went around the blocks and around the neighbourhood, they spotted them. Some people tried to sort of hide them a bit, but some they just had them lined up in their windows. And so it was just this really beautiful thing that everybody did together. And so I wanted to write about the teddy bears because that was one of the ideas given to me, of course, because it was quite a big part of our whole lockdown time. And but I didn't want to do it the same as, I just wanted it to be different. And so I thought, I'll just write it from the teddy bear's point of view, where they're wondering why they've been sitting on a bed for, 5 years and suddenly they've been pulled out and they're in the windowsill. So, yeah, it's written from the teddy's point of view, and it's a bit more, I wanted it to be something that children could kind of act out. It's more in the style of a musical, this one. Yeah. And Doug's done such a beautiful job of the instrumentation. I mean, he is one amazing producer and songwriter and musician himself. So, yeah.
I love the idea of a song from the perspective of a teddy bear.
And this song's actually going to have a music video, which is created by the amazing Ray McGrath, who does some incredible videos. He did our Sprinkle a Little Sunshine video. And that should be out in November 2021. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Excellent. All right, well, let's play it. Here is the Teddy Bear Team from Kath Bee, produced by Doug Stenhouse.
It started with the creaking of the floorboards, just after I had heard the squeaky door. And suddenly I felt a little dizzy, 'cause I wasn't in the attic anymore.
It all began one sunny Friday morning. As usual, I was sitting on my bed, when all at once the bedroom door burst open, and someone put their arms around my head. What's going on? Is this a dream? Now I belong to the teddy bear team.
I was getting used to feeling claustrophobic. Hadn't seen the sun for many years. Hidden underneath a pile of worn-out toys. Next minute I was pulled out by my ears.
What's going on? Is this a dream? Now I belong to the teddy bear team. Teddy in the window, what do you see? A teddy in the window, smiling at me. Teddy in the window, what do I see? Lots of happy children looking at me. And waving,
I'm pointing.
and laughing. It's amazing! I was cold and dusty underneath the armchair, sad because I thought that I'd been tossed. But on this special day in 2020, I realized that I was only lost. Teddy's in the window, puppies on the roof, pandas in a letterbox, I'm telling the truth. Unicorns on buses, monkeys hanging by their tails, tigers, lions, elephants, even tiny snails. Teddy in the window, what do you see? A teddy in the window, smiling at me. Teddy in the window, what do I see? Lots of happy children looking at me, and waving, and pointing, and laughing. It's
All right, there you go. So that song is from the album Children, Our Voices Intertwined, which will be coming out the first week of December. Kath, let people know where they can hear those songs and where they can find and connect with you on social media.
Yeah. So those songs are being released as singles, one a fortnight, and each one will have a lyric video, which you can go to my YouTube channel, which is just search Kath Bee, Kathbee, and you will find me. And every song has a lyric video there that you can go and listen to. Children, Our Voices Intertwined is actually a play on COVID, COVID. The D is the intertwined, which is why it's got a capital D, but I don't know if anyone gets that. That's all right. So yeah, and then you can listen to each song on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Tidal, wherever you listen to, and YouTube Music. And yeah, you'll find them all there. And you can connect with me. I'm on Instagram, Kath Bee Children's Songwriter, or Songs for Kids. Can't remember now, but you'll find me. And also Facebook, Kath Bee Children's Songwriter. Yeah, and my website is kathbee.nz.
Excellent. Well, Kath, thank you so much for doing the show. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on.
Oh, I loved it. Thank you, Patrick.